At one point, it seemed quite unlikely that we'd get the Yamaha Aerox here in India, because it's got the liquid-cooled engine from the R15, which makes it expensive, and this big spine section, which makes it impractical. But Yamaha was brave enough to bite the bullet, and we did finally get the Aerox back in 2021. At that point, we at Autocar praised it quite highly, but at the same time also questioned whether the Indian market was ready for such a scooter. A couple of years down the line now, and I think it's safe to say this has been a success, and done even better than Yamaha expected it to the point where the Japanese brand has now rolled out an update for the Aerox to try and sweeten the deal and make it a little more India-friendly. The biggest change here is that you now get a top-spec variant called the version S, which comes with a keyless system. This is something that the international Aerox has had for a while now. It was removed as a cost-cutting measure when the Aerox first came to India, but is now being offered here if you're willing to pay for it. The Aerox was already a fairly convenient scooter. You had a combination key slot, which you still get on the other variants, and this conveniently placed fuel filler in front of you. Now with the keyless system, it's even more convenient. The fob never needs to leave your pocket. You can open the fuel filler, the seat, lock and unlock the handlebars, and operate the scooter all without needing to insert the key. The other change here is suspension. Yamaha says it's tweaked the setup to try and make it a little better suited to our roads. Now this is important because when we first rode the Aerox, it's one of the major complaints that we had, the stiff and unforgiving ride quality. Has this new setup improved things? Possibly, marginally, maybe in some situations. We'd really have to ride the two scooters back to back to be sure, because that's how small the differences are. Is this now suddenly a plush and comfortable scooter? No. The ride still feels quite stiff and firm, and this is not the scooter to be on over bad stretches of road. The final change here is the addition of a traction control system, which is unlikely to come into play very often, but it's still a good safety net to have. Considering the subtleness of these changes, it's unsurprising that the essence of the Aerox has remained largely unchanged. At the heart of the experience is a quick and entertaining engine that outclasses anything else in this price range. And backing it up is a capable and rewarding handling package that really allows you to have some fun. It's still very much an enthusiast's offering, and it isn't the most practical or comfortable scooter around, especially if you're on the taller side. But the market has shown that there are enough such takers for this flavor of scooter, and we still continue to like the Aerox for what it is. And we hope Yamaha and other manufacturers can draw some encouragement from this.